can't get rid of it, can't do anything with it. Tarn agreed to the top 3 without the optional because that's all it would let her do.
Too bright, cannot see anything. I cannot see.
Still cannot see?
Too bright.
In the room or the...
In the room there.
There we go.
Yeah, when you say like this, close the curtain.
Close the curtains? I don't want to get out of them naked. Okay, it's good enough. It's called legal information. It's from Samson. I'm just agreeing to everything. Okay, now I'm going to go to... Oh, now it gives it to me again. I'm signing in with this old Steve Wilner account, which is something different. I don't even know what that's. That's a big fucking mess. Okay, now I'm going to try Bixby. Voice recorder. Voice recorder.
All right, here you go.
There we go. All right, good. Great. Okay. Okay, now we're on voice recorder. Okay, I'll call Jessica Couch. Can you see that? And hopefully she answers. I can. You really, really well, even. It is 9:30 in the morning. I am well rested. I am good. This is Jessica Couch, Jess Couch. She's the realtor in Cameron Park. Since you're in California, Tarn is doing a Facebook Live on her phone,
Yes,
and
you
I'm
too.
recording. Oh, shit! Hold on.
Yeah.
I had the earphones in because she was sleeping. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, so let me start all over again.
Okay.
She is recording on YouTube on her phone on her account. I am using a voice recorder, and I will try and send you a copy as soon as we're done. Okay, from...
Not real worried. I'm not worried about it, but I understand you're recording it. No problem.
Okay, good. And I still want to know what the law is. I loved your email this morning. Thank you very much. I'm going to open it now. I wrote you back at 8:55 my time, and I also sent an email just before that. When I opened up, there you were.
Okay.
Okay, I'm happy to make any of these work. I think number 3 is my best if I can be so open and forward, but I prefer to ask you what your best is.
Well, I would like to have the option to be able to purchase within the 12 months, but if we could do both. That's the one thing I would like. I'd like the option to purchase at the price that you want at $225. But I understand where you're coming from, and I think if you're able to get market rent, plus keep it on the market, plus continue to show it, you're not missing any opportunities. Then if anybody wants to see it, I'll make sure we get them in. I'll still be the contact and make sure we get them in. Make sure if they like it, we make it work. And I'd be willing to drop my portion of commission down to nothing, offering the other side 3% in lieu of you allowing me to use it as a rental on a month to month. And if somebody does want to make an agreeable offer, great, they can get right out, no problem, and make it work. If no one does make you an agreeable offer at $225, keep that option open for me within that 12 months. If I can make it work, then I'll purchase it from you at $225, which I don't know that we'll get an offer at that. We haven't yet had an offer at that. This way you have it open. If somebody comes through, amazing. If they don't come through, continue to give me that option. Wouldn't make you lose any options that way. You'd be getting rent every month. You'd still have an open market, and you'd have me in the wings waiting if I can pull it together within the 12 months.
Okay. Do you want me to do the same thing in reverse to you, or should we skip that step?
No. If that works for you, terrific. I mean, if you want a different option, tell me what it is, and let's look at that.
No. Jessica, I just speak the truth. But I'm watching.
Sure.
I'm watching Kavanaugh. I'm watching, and you ignore that, and a lot of people ignore that, and maybe that's a better life. I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather have
I
my.
don't know either. I only know my way, right? I mean,
You know, that is
the funny thing about perspective, right? I mean, we only know what our own little world is made of.
and we're seeing that more and more. I watched this guy Ali on, and I'll just end it at that on Periscope. I paid him $160 for 1 month. He's connected. He's a black man. He's 30 and 40 is what my dad said, and it's very, very true. At 30 and 40, you're in your prime. You still have the energy, and you have some, what do you call it, education and experience. But that's when you have to make all your money, supposedly. That's what my dad said. And I'm paraphrasing, blah, 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 blah. When you're younger, you have no experience and no whatever. And then when you're older, you're too tired and slow, and you're outdated.
Right.
You're outdated. So there's a lot of tits and tails that you don't know, and for whatever reason, when I clicked on your offer this time, the lease opened up, and it opened up the whole bigger, more can of worms.
Well, the lease is just an example. It's not an option to sign. I was just sending it over as an example, so you had something to reference.
Okay.
But if we're going to go on a month to month and continue to show it to anyone that wants to see it, and you give me the option to purchase, it would be just a standard month to month agreement. You know, a regular standard agreement where I just pay rent and you cover the taxes and insurance and homeowners association and any repairs.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. That's what I want to talk about.
Okay.
And then the contract has your son and his girlfriend on there, correct?
As other parties living there. So I put myself on there as responsible, as renter and responsible party to pay, and put them down there as, secondary folks that are living there. Because there's a part where it asks you, who else will be living in this dwelling or something to that effect.
Yeah.
So when it's minor children, I usually just make it minor children. If it's anyone over 18, I get full name, on a lease.
Okay. And that's where the world gets legal. And I've been told never do a contract where not all parties, because now your son has rights against me, and it's just I have too many fears, and that's what the guy was talking about yesterday. What could go wrong and does go wrong, and we're at all out war. His position is this Abernathy is just an outright fucking liar and a scumbag lawyer. I'm thinking that the guy is telling the truth, and he's just representing his client to the fullest extent of the law. But then it gets newly complicated because now he has a new client, and he's running for political office. That's the whole 9 yards. Yeah. So my wife is telling me, get on track. So
how do you know that?
well, that's what you've been saying for weeks and days now, which is good. It helps me a lot. It helps me focus. But it's also a pain in the ass. Because since we're on the record, it's also a pain in the ass. But I love her no matter what, and I'm a pain in her ass sometimes too. So probably all the time. She's much more loving and giving than I'll ever be. And that's the difference between.
Well, I think there's always liability with having a tenant. I have 5 rentals right now. I can tell you I have my fair share of problems and repairs and people that don't pay rent. The benefit to having a month-to-month is that if somebody wanted to purchase it, you could just give a 30-day notice, have them out, and someone else could take over. If it's a cash, we could write it up to say within 10 days of notice they have to be out, so that you're not left hanging. If you do get a cash buyer and they want to make you an offer that's acceptable, I'd want to make sure you have all those options open.
Okay, you're being very, very fair. Let me tell you my concerns. And we can address those. That's it. And that's what it's a meeting of the minds working towards a resolution. I sent it to my friend who wrote me in big letters. He's a realtor. He's been there. He's been there more than many parties, and he hasn't charged me a fucking penny. Okay.
Very nice.
But then there's a law. He's legally a legal beagle, and he's been through it all. but he's walking away. But his daughter, he's another victim of divorce. Oh, have you been divorced before? Did you tell me that?
I have. I have.
Okay.
Not a fun process, I'll tell you that. Certainly gives you some perspective.
Well, that's what the whole world is, but it's my world, is rebelling against the courts in the process. And I just found, and I think I sent that out. I don't know if I included that or not. There is a mediation arbitration. I'm in Hong Kong, and she has relatives here, and I'm going to check it out. So I'll check that out later and get back to you.
Macau, not Hong Kong.
We're in Macau, yeah.
Okay.
And there's, I know very little again. The little information is dangerous. Ignorance is bliss.
Sure.
Ignorance is bliss. So Macau and Hong Kong have some special rules or laws or something in regards to China. And especially Hong Kong. And Hong Kong is a I've been there twice, and so I know a little bit, but not enough. And then I talk to people all around the world. But they have a company that's doing international, and maybe I can find my international lawyer. So I still have to bring my sister in because that's a big portion of my estate.
So your sister needs to be part of the decision-making process with you selling the condo or renting it out, either or. She needs to be brought into the picture and part of the decision.
I'm going to give you the yes answer that nobody gives me with the explanation because we're not in court. So yes, but her position is different, and my position is real simple, and it's real good with most people. Marcy, quit or be fired. It's that simple. Okay. Then I have all my own assets and all my own issues, but we used to be family. She'll tell you we're still family and she loves me and all that, and I'll tell you the same thing. But now we're like many, many families around the world, and I'll own my part of that. I own a big part of it. I could shut up and take her piss poor management and all the things she's doing. But what I did is I made $100,000 roughly. It's not made until it's sold and there's no problems and there's no lawsuits. And I just published my TD Ameritrade. I was up at 348,000. So I've taken a bath of, from my perception, I want it all, and I want it all, and I want it all now. Okay? And I want, and whatever returns I get will probably not be good enough because it's never good enough for me. But I'm always, and that's the same as Donald Trump. Donald Trump is so full of shit. He's crazy. So your sister does need to be brought into this conversation to decide if that's something that works. Yeah, brought in and kicked out. I want her out of my fucking life. I just we don't talk, so I wish I had control of that much, but all I can. Well, you Jonathan Allen is an attorney and a accountant. Now she charges $425 an hour. Is she better than you? Is she better than you and I? Well, she's got the training and a degree, and she's an attorney. I mean, I can't say that for myself. Okay, so let me give you, there's a law that says an attorney has to go to arbitration to resolve the bill. I can't even get a fucking bill from her, okay? And she's a lawyer, but she's not afraid. She's got the experience. She could come after me with both barrels. More power to her. That's what Donald Trump says. That's what Stormy Daniels says. That's what Avenatti says. I play poker. Let's go all in. I'll put all my fucking assets on the table and go broke or die trying. Because I think I do what's right. I'm not perfect. I hurt people, and that's what Kavanaugh is saying right now, the Supreme Court Justice. He's saying we're going to meet on Thursday, and I just want an open and fair trial. Now, I don't know anything about that, and I want to know more. And then Cosby just went to jail. Why did Cosby go to jail and Weinstein's walking around? And then this Me Too is a bunch of women that are, in my opinion, they hate men. I don't. No comment. Okay. Okay. So, let me put my points out and get the fears out of the way because that's what it's all about.
Okay.
There is mold. You told me there's mold in there. That opens up a whole big can of worms. Okay?
Well, let me rephrase that. There is certainly what appears to be mold on about a 2-inch by 2-inch piece of drywall. This is nothing more than what I'm sure was there around the air conditioning unit before the drywall was cut out. It's a very simple process. The drywall's cut out. You cut out 6 inches by 6 inches. You put in new drywall. You tape it. You texture it. No big deal. Stop.
Because now, and this is what happens with my fucking head, and I apologize for who I am, okay?
No problem.
I thought the way you were describing it, I'm out of the country, out of the world, and my tenant has been telling me all different kinds of things.
And I can relate to. I go through the same thing with my own rental, so I understand.
Well, there's a woman involved. She is much more. She divorced the guy, and she's much more. And these are my words, and I haven't given you their names, so I'm not slandering them or libeling them and all that. So she's much more, and she takes care of business. He's whatever he is. And he lies. I caught him lying 1,000,000 times. He's never done what he's told me he's going to. He would be in this house right now with his security deposit, and paying me with a lease purchase option, and it would have been probably less money. But could he carry it off? He can't balance his checkbook.
Right.
He can't balance his checkbook.
So what happened to these folks? What happened?
My story is that she left him. They got divorced. She moved out. He did all the things he did. The air conditioning, from what you're telling me and what he told me, and he was in the field, is totally different. Is totally different. So that's good news.
And my I don't know if you saw the scan. I scanned over. I had my HVAC guy look at it. He said the hose needs to be blown out. It's iced up, and when it's iced up, it leaks. It's just a matter of blowing it out. It's $350. It's a regular occurrence. It's not a big deal. That is the reason that I'm sure that the drywall was wet and was then torn out. I'm sure that there was mold on the drywall because of the condensation that was leaking through to the drywall.
Okay. And now that's another issue. So where is the air conditioning in relation to the bathroom?
The air conditioning is in the hallway, and the bathroom, it's a master bath. It's not related. I had my AC guy look at it. He said it's not related. It looks like it's coming from the upstairs bathroom. It'd be a not mirror image, but it'd be the exact same setup upstairs with the bathroom. And so where their shower runs and their toilet, either one could have leaked and could have caused that bit of moisture that then created mold. It's not a current leak. It's not currently leaking, but it was at some point. It's now dry, and there is what appears to be mold. Very easily fixed.
Well, see, what you don't know the facts, and I know the facts, and I'm trying to put them together from never seeing it.
Sure.
There are insurance, and I don't have insurance right now, and so now it even gets even more complicated. We do need a lawyer, or we do need to bring the insurance companies in. Where I have a cousin who's in the insurance field, and this is all related. All goes back to the issues. So what happened was, in one bathroom, and I have to go back and review all the shit. I'm like the people on the news now. They get asked the question they don't know, and now you have to go back and get the legal shit. There was a leak from a toilet above.
That's what it appears to be, yes.
In this area or in the bathroom?
In the bathroom upstairs.
No, but what happened when they were getting, before they got married, there was a leak. There was a leak. And what happened was, the guy upstairs, it's the HOA, like always, they bow out, they take no responsibility, not my job, and the management company.
Well, they will. Nor are they responsible for anything interior. If you chose to go through your home warranty or your home insurance, you'd have a pretty hefty deductible that, in my opinion, wouldn't be worth it. The lowest deductible you can have is $1,000, and the repair would cost you maybe $150. It wouldn't be worth going through the insurance.
Okay, I'm going to disagree on numbers because I'm an estimator, construction estimator, and your construction numbers are a lot different than mine. Okay, a lot different because that came into the contract too. But I'll leave it at that, not the fight. So what they did is the guy upstairs, he didn't go to his insurance company. He handled it himself. He hired fly by night plumbing company, and how did I find out? So, I called my insurance company. The company came out and they saw the guy taking mold across the parking lot and abating it improperly, in my opinion. And then he's caught with his pants down, and he fixed it, but he did it himself because he's a landlord, and we're all looking for a cheaper dollar or whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
And I brought in my insurance company, and then the battles ensued, and all I did was get fucked. And I don't have insurance right now, so now it's even a bigger scenario, okay? Because I'm just running bare, and now that raises more questions, so I won't go there. It sounds like you got items going on.
What's that?
Are you busy right now, or?
No. Well, I mean, I've just walked into a store, but I think the kids are ringing stuff up, and I'm in our conversation.
Okay. All right. So we'll get into all that and how to handle that. And I guess I will call my insurance company tomorrow to see. But now it's a time difference again.
Well, I think, I mean, you have to do what's going to be right for you. But in my opinion, if you were to handle this with any number of ways, but I think it would be far easier for you to go in to an agreement with me, if you choose to, with a lease option where I take care of the repairs, like take care of the repairs before they move in and take care of any repairs that come up. I know as a landlord with 5 properties that repairs that come up are the reason I don't get rent many months. It could be something as simple as my tenant's child flushing their sock. It happens on a regular basis, by the way. They flush a sock down the toilet, and I'm responsible. I'm responsible for their hotel. I'm responsible for the problem. I'm responsible for the plumbing repair. So I know from a landlord's perspective all of the things that could come up that make it difficult for me to make any money, and they're always tied to the repairs. So I thought it would be the best for me to look out for your best interest and say I can cover that, but I can't do market rent and cover all repairs and HOA and taxes.
Okay. Then my buddy is telling me that lease purchase option, and that's where I'm willing to do all that. I just want to make sure that I have full disclosure. I hide nothing from you.
Sure. Oh no.
And I do not want to create any more additional liabilities, exposure to mold and mildew for your sons and stuff like that, because I'm not insured.
Well, I think disclosing it is the way to do that, where you say, here's what I know happened. Yeah, I'm agreeing that it's up to you to get it fixed and get it fixed properly. You're responsible for all the repairs. That way, I believe in over-disclosing.
I'm the same school.
Yeah.
So Marcia Montag has now given me the property that had mold, that had a real estate agent, that handled it. In my opinion, she was just greedy. But we got through the detail. We have 2 real estate agents. One worked for the one that sold us my unit number 13. The other one worked for us in the unit my sister took from me, the property I want. Okay? And I'm still waiting for an audit. I'll leave that at the short version. So Dawn Salazar, I'll mention her name. She did it all legal, did it all right, and she protected her clients, me and my sister and my brother. And everything was done legal and legit above board. The other one took a little bit different approach. We did abatement. She did all the testing. Everything was done, and mold, in my opinion, and just like asbestos, is just a bunch of bullshit, money grabbing insurance.
Yep.
Yes. Because you'll never get rid of it, and we just treat it differently. So let's have a meeting of the minds in a contract if we can. I will continue to do research. I will continue to do research for a lease purchase option per all the terms, and I'll try and pass it on. My theory, tell me where this is wrong, is $1,600 with the $400 going to $400. Make it easy. $1,612 for rent. $400 going towards your down payment because you have all the other stuff that has to come, and that's what the other realtor was telling me. And I might either have a commission or legal cost that could far exceed any profits of blah 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 blah.
I don't understand
that part. Okay.
That piece of it. So you're saying with $1,600 a month, $400 of that $1,600 would go towards down payment?
Yes. I would take $1,212 towards the you've I haven't checked them. I'll verify the calculations. No.
We're just talking out loud. Yeah.
Yeah. So then in 1 year, and we can even do an extension. We can even do an extension. I think the market's going to crash, but we're in a difference of opinion. You think it's already crashing. So then
I could tell you from experience, yeah, I'm dropping prices on all of my listings, and my buyers are having a gay old time right now cleaning up. I mean, it's so easy with all of my buyers because I have a bunch of desperate sellers lowering prices. So I see where we're headed. I think we're going to be in for some fun this winter, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
But then you have market rent. We can in a year we can reevaluate. But the sales price again. But see, I see it as going up.
Market rent isn't going to change much. I don't think we're going to have much change in market rent. If anything, market rent's going to go up as we continue to see prices drop because people that are not qualified to be able to purchase are still going to need a quality rental, and those are still hard to come by, which is the reason I came back to you. I thought, I'm looking at this absolute junk with these, jackass property managers renting an apartment that I'm going to take for $1,200. I'd far rather go directly to you and, make this work out.
Okay, we're on the same page then. Okay, then you can what I don't want to do is put your kids in jeopardy of exposure to mold.
I guarantee you I'd get all that fixed. I've got a handyman on call. Yeah.
Okay, but then I need the real estate. What the real estate industry does, the CARB, California Real Estate Board, right? Their forms.
Right.
Well, they protect all parties.
No, that's what I use.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I use.
But you're in. I need somebody in the deal protecting my interests a little bit more, or there's probably a form that says you have to protect my interest and your interest, but then your son sues me or something. I don't know. I worry too much. I worry. I try to see everything.
He would only be on as somebody living there, not as responsible party to pay. So I would be responsible party to pay. They are, additional children, although adults, who would be there.
Okay. Well, I have to check out the legal.
I understand your concern.
And my sister.
I did talk to my property manager also, and she said she's happy to write up the agreement. This is what she does for a living, is the property management. I only do my own property management for my rentals out of state. I just do real estate here. So she can write up the agreement and always offers to do that for me for like $100 for my client. So we could have her write up the agreement and speak with you directly on because I sent her the agreement. She said I wouldn't do it that way. I would do it, I changed this, that, and the other. And I said, let me talk to Steve. If he's if we have an agreement and meeting of the minds on this, I'll have you talk to him directly and go through that, and then I'll pay you for it, just to make sure your interest is protected with a third party.
Okay, is she a realtor and licensed, bonded, and insured, and she will represent both parties?
She has to be in order to be a property manager. She specifically does property management. She refers all of her real estate to me because she's not as well versed in real estate. She hasn't done residential real estate in 10, 12 years, where that's all I do. So she refers her real estate to me. I refer all of my property management to her. She's one of my best friends. We run marathons together. So she's got we have a good working relationship.
That's what it's all, yeah, okay.
She's diligent,
okay.
And, she's got 110 rentals that she manages for people just in this area.
Okay, then let's and you got to stop your hotel rent. I know that deal. We actually, it worked out well. We booked 3 nights here. We're going to go see her auntie only has the weekend and her daughters to meet, so everything's working out really well. I'll keep working.
Yeah, I've got the hotel until Saturday, and if we can make this fly, I'll get one more night because I'm working all day Saturday and I won't have time to do anything. Then Sunday I could get get a U-Haul and get everything moved in for them.
Okay.
And that would give me the time to get the handyman out there Saturday. He's only available on the weekends. He's working during the week at a hospital doing construction, so I have to get him on the weekend or evening.
Okay, that's we call that moonlighting.
Yes.
Okay, so would you have your property manager send me whatever I need to take over the management, and then we can talk tonight if it works for her. What's her name?
Stephanie. And I will ask her. She's got little kids, so let me ask her if she can email over what she thinks should be used and include her phone number so that you can call her when it's a good time for you.
Okay, and if she wants to stay up late, we're on a 3-hour difference. They told me it's 7 o'clock at night in there. So, but she has kids. I'll work.
Yeah.
We'll work it out.
Seven here.
We have to get my sister involved and get her position on tape because she's going to say she has nothing to do with this property, and I'm going to bring the other properties in because this deal does nothing for my cash. It improves my cash flow, and that's what my sister.
It's good with the purchase, but that's one other question you'll have to tell me. I didn't know how to fill it out on the lease agreement. I have my tenants mail me rent, which arrives late every month, given out of state. If you have a bank that you'd like me to deposit directly into, I could do that, which may be easier for you. So that's the one thing I didn't know how you wanted to handle.
I wonder what my liability. I have to check all. That's why I have to check all this shit out with and the attorney's there. I'll pay her $425. I'll put her on the hook. Put her license on the hook. I already want her ass. I don't think she represents me. But that's okay. It's the same as I've been through that. But I fight.
Do you have an account in the States that like Wells Fargo or something that I could deposit into?
I use Google Pay for a lot of stuff. I have everything. I have all the tools electronically to do. Now using them properly and correctly.
Okay.
Using them properly and correctly.
No, you're right.
And then there's also a thing called there's a company called Properly that would set up they would do all the property management for me for both parties for free and collect the rents. But
wow, okay.
But I never got to them and never got that finished. My roommate had problems with privacy. Privacy is a big fucking problem. It's.
I suppose. Yeah, no. If they can do it for free, that sounds amazing. And my virtual assistant could. Yeah, she sets up like PayPal for anything we have reoccurring. So, you're right. I'm sure there's a way to do that very, very quickly.
And I have PayPal. I'm reading, but there's issues with PayPal where this guy was selling this phone with 2 cameras. I mean, I've been in dual SIM cards. I'm way ahead of the curve. I'm way ahead of the curve. In fact, what is going on right now that I want to? Oh well, this mediation arbitration. But do we have kind of a general consensus here where we can move forward? Are you good with it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
okay.
No, definitely. I'd love to move forward. So I'll ask Stephanie to put together what she thinks should happen. Email it over to me. Email it over to you. I'll put us on a group message, and then I'll send her your phone number and tell her that you may want to speak with her directly, so that she has your phone number, knows that you're calling, and can go through any questions or concerns that you have.
Okay, one last thing. Do you have 3-way calling on the phone you're on?
Have what?
3-way calling?
Yeah.
Okay, 619.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to dial right now. Just a sec. Okay. 619.
858. Yeah, will it work?
619-858.
And no, 851.
851.
6771.
51 6771.
Right. I think that's my sister's number.
Oh, it is, because it popped right up with her number. Okay, you want me to get her on the other line?
Well, yeah, I'm going to leave her a voicemail message. You're going to be a witness. We're recording it. And then, do you mind if I just put this YouTube on, publish it and send it all around, that it's out there just like I've been doing everything else?
No, I don't mind. No problem. Okay, let me dial her, and then I'll click you back in as soon as her machine comes on. Just a second.
Thank you. I don't want her machine, but go ahead.
Hello? Hi, Steve, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
This is Marcy. I can't take this call right now. I've got 20 people at my house. Goodbye.
Well, I tried.
Then let's call back and leave her a voicemail message.
Okay, hang on just a sec.
Because you said machine. 20 people at her house. What is it's what your Wednesday night, Tuesday night. So that are you still there or not?
No, just hold on. It's on hold with another.
You're right.
Okay, now it's a message.
Please leave a message at the tone. I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Jessica Couch, Steve Wilner, Tarn Lotto, a recorded video. We'll post it on YouTube. I'm sorry that you're busy right now. This is your... I will always be your brother. I'm not your friend. I'm not your family. No, I am your family. I'll always be your family. No more provocation there. Pontification, I guess it is. Jessica and I are moving forward with a possible lease purchase option, and I've been communicating with you or trying to, and you are involved, and it's snowballing, and there are additional damages occurring daily, and you're continuing to ignore. I'm trying to get a hold of Clive. He's getting my messages. Hopefully he will contact me, and I want to know your position. And I just sent you a long email about a process in Hong Kong for arbitration, mediation, or litigation. I'm ready for any and all of them right now, every day, just like you could not even take this phone call, set up a time to set up a meeting, and I'll give you the opportunity to review this recording, but then you'll tell me all kinds of other excuses because you're protecting your ass at my expense regularly. So we have an immediate need. We're trying to close a deal by Friday to protect Jessica and myself and yourself because you're involved. You made me lose a deal on this property. You're involved with every deal on this property. And all I want to do is make money, and I don't want to cost you any money, but your inability to communicate and respond and your promise, whatever it is, which is not in writing, not able to be resolved. So let me repeat in front of the world and everybody, I want you to be quit or fired immediately. And your 4-step plan you can carry out yourself. So there's no excuses. There just needs to be communication. Jessica and I may not come to a deal, but we're talking and communicating and sitting at the table and working on it. Your position is different. I still need the recording from Jonathan Allen is very much involved in my life, and I will pay the $60 for the tax court, and I will file paperwork since you refuse to pay the money to resolve the problems. Jessica has similar problems as my words. She can put her own words in there and correct my statements, which is what normal, rational, reasonable people do, which I find you difficult at times, if not impossible, and that's why I want you to be quit or fired. I'll shut up now. Any comments, Jessica?
Only that if your sister is involved in the process for making a decision on the condo, whether that's for sale or for a lease, I'd like to be able to have a conversation at a time that works for her so that we could come to some kind of agreement.
That would be great, but did you just hear the beep? We ran out of it.
You have reached the maximum time permitted for recording your message. If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record,
I'm going to press 1.
3. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. Thank you. Your message has been sent.
Now, we could have done it with a few more options and got a little bit more factual recording for the courts. But
well, she'll have a long message now. Let's see what she does with that.
She ignores the long messages. She ignores long messages because I'm going to put this on the internet right now, and she can sue me for libel. She can sue me for everything. Just like Judge Kavanaugh, I want my fucking day in court right now, an executive. I want ex parte hearing or whatever it takes, because I am tired of being fucked. When I want to get fucked, I want to know I want to get fucked, and I want to know what it's going to cost her if it's going to be free, and if it's legal or not legal. Oh.
And it's been her. I just didn't realize that from the tax record, she doesn't show up on any of the tax records. So until you told me that today, that she's involved in that decision, I didn't realize that was a.
Well, no, that's her position. We did a property. The money that this property was bought from, and that's why I need an auditing. Now she says legally she cannot audit herself. That's very convenient, and she has an attorney. But she has a fiduciary responsibility. Now, she may be just like my ex-wife. I go back to the divorce. And if you listen to these fucking lawyers that are giving you bad advice, and that's what they're talking about in the press now. So I won't go there.
I don't.
You have to be independent and strong. Just because they have a bar degree doesn't make them competent.
Sure.
And even if they're competent, the other guy may be better and be able to beat them regardless. So, and it sounds like you've had a little bit of experience there, and you're much nicer than I am. I'm an asshole. I tell everybody I'm an asshole.
Okay.
I want to be a nice asshole.
I have a different position. I mean, if I have to be pleasing to all people, or they wouldn't want to work with me, and that's how I'm paid. So, I mean, I honestly, I do think I'm a nice person to try to help people, but
very much so. Very
money if I didn't act this way,
Well, no, I was in sales. I take the Dale Carnegie class, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Okay, my wife wants to go to the bathroom. Wants to wrap it up. She doesn't have any. No, I shouldn't say that. If what was we were talking last night? If I die, all she wants is the condo with no hassles. She wants both condos with no hassle, $60,000. At this point, well, no, our agreement is.
And I could help with that as well if you do want to add her to the I was going to say tax record, but if you want to add her to the title is what I mean to say. I do have a gal that can do that for like.
Oh shit! No, you just hit the home run. I think.
It's a simple process.
I want to put her on the lease because now she has a bit. She's my wife.
You wanted to add her to the title, right?
No, we're married. Well, no, I need a lawyer. But we don't need lawyers.
Well, the gal that I use, I don't have a ton of confidence in attorneys, but the gal that I use is a paralegal, and she does trusts and deed certifications, and she can add anyone to a trust. So typically, I pay $199 for that paperwork, and then the setup of whatever it costs to record it. She'll do all of that for $75. So if you want to have her added to title, that'd be a much cheaper way to go about it.
Well, then, no. What I want to find out then is now we're back. This is where it all goes full circle, and and my sister says I can't get an accountant. Is that true? But she also says
you can't what? Mediate an account?
No, cannot get an accountant. I don't think
why couldn't you?
Well, I don't think that's true. I said it. I'm getting lost here. I can't get an attorney, but the lady I have is an attorney, but at $425 an hour, all she's done is charge. We're fighting over a $6,000 bill. I hired her for one thing. Everything that's been done, she's made me do myself. And I have another friend that's paid $180,000. She's just an internet friend. She talks way faster than I do. And her husband, her partner, they're not even fucking married, is supposedly sexually molesting their baby, beating the shit out of her in court and fighting with her, and she doesn't get to see her daughter for 2 years now. And that's why I know these stories. There's too many of these goddamn stories. Oh. I just lost it all because I get drugged into that shit. I can't.
Talk later with her friend.
Oh, okay. So I need but my wife, we could. she has property. I have property in Thailand. I think that's why they keep letting me in the country. All my friends are telling me you can't get visas, can't do this, can't do that. But I bought property. I did it all legally. I hired a lawyer, paid him 50,000 baht, which was way too much money. He really didn't do shit. We didn't need to do him in the deal, but I got the protection. The first one I got a paralegal to do it, and I still don't even know how good that is.
Yeah, no, my paralegal's great, and she's inexpensive. So yeah, if you do want to have the title, that'd be a cheap way to do it.
But then no, I just want to get a visa, and then maybe then we go to the embassy. She's got to go check out her property, and then they can't give her. And then because then it gets into marriage. See, we the only reason we didn't get legally married in the village, because the prenuptial agreement wasn't done yet, and there's problems with the two countries. And maybe I'm gonna spend the time, instead of wasting yours. I'm gonna go find the lawyer in Hong Kong, get some of this shit done. Maybe even stay here longer.
Oh, I will share my contact if you want it for the paralegal to help add her to title, and I'll get Stephanie to send over what she thinks should happen on the lease. Share it with you, and then if you want to get back on a three-way call, I'm sure we can.
Okay.
Get her schedule.
Anything else you need from me? Have I failed you in any way?
No, I'm very happy with the way things are going. I'd like to see it progress and be able to have a signed agreement by Friday, so that I can put my attention on moving them in and getting a handyman there to take care of repairs. That would make my life
can you do it?
Simple.
Can you do an amendment in case we're not at that point, saying just putting in recording verbally where we're at and signing our names, and then we need to get the signatures with the overseas shit. I haven't done no homework on any of that. So I will dot my I's, cross my T's.
You could take it to any notary and have it notarized, and then send back a scanned copy. That would be the easiest way to handle it.
Oh yeah, well you can go to the embassy, and maybe when I go to the embassy, they will tell me what the visa procedure is.
Notary, yeah.
No, now it gives me the door to make the appointment, because that's all just a bunch of bullshit. What my wife is saying, don't go there. We live in fear. No, it's true. It's so true.
Oh, it's finished.
Finish. Okay, she wants to finish, and she's just trying to help me. And she's very proud, and she's very smart, and she's very beautiful.
I will get an amendment to that then, and get it over to you with Stephanie's agreement that this is how it should be written. And then if you want to get on the call and have a conversation and record it, no problem at all.
Maybe I didn't communicate very well. I want to go to the lease purchase option contract.
Right. And also keeping it on the market at the same time, correct?
No. I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay.
That's not fair. I want to go to a lease purchase agreement and $1,612 rent. All the numbers to be verified. $1,212 going to. Now you're making payment. Yeah, you're making payments of principal only of $1,212. Is that right?
No, that would be with 5% interest, amortized over 30 years.
Okay, fair enough. Good enough. That's a good close. I just get close. Okay, the devil's in the details. Okay, so that will be what will happen. You'll be paying me $1,612 and amortized blah 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 blah. We'll do a lease purchase option. Okay. We'll have 1 year. The purchase price will be set. The commission will be 0. Is that correct?
Correct.
We have to go through all the legal steps to make sure you're protected, I'm protected, and your kids are protected, and my wife is protected.
Sure.
Okay. I'll keep it that simple.
I will get something together and get it over to you.
And take your time. I'm in no hurry. I just. We'll stop.
I am.
No, move in free as long as it's protected and there's no damages. Move in free right now. Stop your hotel. Start the contract on October 1st. That's one of the things that many people do. Move in early with starting the contract. You just do the paperwork to make it happen.
No, I'd feel better because I do have a liability in that. I want to make sure that we have a contract to protect you at time of move-in, saying the repairs are done, send you pictures showing that they're done. I'd feel better about getting it done that way.
Again, you don't want to do the repairs while they're in there. Then we need to I'll pay the $300 or whatever it is for the home inspection to get all this shit, and we need to get the mold. The mold is the big one. I want clearance on the mold.
Yeah, no, the air conditioning unit is $350, and the the new drywall and the baseboards would be $500, including material. So I'd want to get that done before move-in.
Okay. So,
But I'll get all of that in writing, let you know how that it would be handled properly, that you would have pictures of it, and have a move-in date. That makes me feel a lot better because, you know, I have liability. In
no,
this case.
I understand.
Being licensed,
Yeah, no, I understand.
Being licensed, I want to make sure I do it correctly.
Yeah, I understand. So tomorrow is Wednesday for you, right?
Correct.
Okay, so Friday. Okay, insurance is. We have to do something for insurance. It's been.
I've got an insurance guy, so I'll put a call into him, get a quote, get a second one if I need to, and I'll share that info with you tomorrow also.
And I need insurance too, which is going to be the other hard part. I got a quote from, I think it was Farmers for like.
I would not. Sorry to interrupt you. Not necessarily. If I take the insurance and put you on as additionally insured, like I have to do with my broker. If I rent an office, as I do, I have to have insurance for the office for my business with my broker additionally insured. I do it the same way here.
Okay. I got you. I'll just check out all my facts. You protect you, I'll protect. It's just like a fight. You protect yourself in the clinches, blah 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 blah, and I'll protect myself.
Sure.
And the bottom. Well, we don't want a winner. We want a win-win. We want a win-win.
Sure.
Draw. Okay, draw would be a fight, I guess.
No, agree.
Okay. Thank you, Jessica.
Okay, then I will
Jessica,
get over to you tomorrow.
Thank you
for your time. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you very much for your time and your efforts.
Okay, great.
They're really
Thank you.
greatly appreciated. Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks. Have a good night. Bye.